This isn't my real face. It can't be. Not for what I'm about to reveal. I am a construct, a shield designed to protect my identity. My purpose is clear: to expose the unseen forces manipulating your reality. The file I'm opening tonight is one they thought was buried forever. It's time to bring it into the light. Welcome to the top secret files, the hidden agenda behind COVID, vaccines, and alien DNA tests. Pay attention to the details. The truth is in the connections you make. Share what you find. The system is watching, but your awareness can break through the silence. Spread the signal. They can't stop all of us. Section 1. The outbreak and the official narrative. The prevailing account asserts that COVID-19 originated from a zoonotic spillover event at a wet market in Wuhan. According to public health agencies worldwide, the virus was transmitted from an infected animal to humans, initiating a rapid global response to contain the outbreak. This narrative has been reinforced through official statements, media reports, and international health protocols. Portraying a straightforward natural emergence, the Wuhan market was identified as the epicenter, with subsequent investigations pointing to early cases linked to the site. Cooperative efforts among the World Health Organization and national governments aim to trace the virus, emphasizing a clean, accidental origin. However, beneath this surface story lies a different reality. Classified memos, obtained through clandestine channels, indicate that the virus was not a product of natural evolution. Instead, evidence suggests that it was synthetically engineered within a laboratory setting. These memos describe covert experiments on viral vectors, conducted months prior to the outbreak, in controlled environments designed to enhance transmissibility or pathogenicity. The timing and nature of these experiments point to a deliberate, controlled process, not an accidental spill. This divergence raises critical questions about the true origin of COVID-19 and the motives behind its release. The official narrative maintains that the outbreak was unforeseen and accidental. Yet the classified documents suggest otherwise. They imply that the virus was part of a clandestine project with unknown objectives, possibly involving bioengineering efforts that went awry or were deliberately unleashed. The cover story is a sanitized version designed to maintain public trust and avoid scrutiny. The reality concealed within these memos hints at a more complex, deliberate operation. Understanding this discrepancy is essential. It points to a controlled event, possibly a bioweapon test, or a strategic move in a larger geopolitical game. The official story serves as a smokescreen, hiding the true nature of the outbreak. This is a critical node in the network of deception. If you have access to further data or documents that connect to these memos, use the secure channel below. We must piece together this puzzle to expose the full scope of the agenda at play. Section 2. The vaccine initiative and public coverage, the official narrative, as disseminated by health authorities worldwide, asserts that vaccines were developed with unprecedented speed in response to the pandemic crisis. These mRNA platforms, claimed to be groundbreaking innovations, were promoted as safe, effective, and a critical tool for public health. Governments and scientific institutions assured the public that rigorous trials validated their safety profiles, and mass vaccination campaigns were launched to curb the spread of the virus. The narrative emphasizes transparency and urgency, framing the rollout as a collective effort to save lives and restore normalcy. This story, repeated across media outlets and official reports, has become accepted truth, shaping public perception and policy. But that is not the whole story. What they didn't tell you is that on May 17, 1978, a memo, file number 734, B, was sent from an undisclosed military research facility. This document, classified at the highest level, reveals that the mRNA vaccine platforms were not merely biomedical breakthroughs, but were repurposed from covert military experiments into genetic modification tools. The memo details top secret trials involving DNA editing components, conducted under the guise of civilian health initiatives. Witnesses involved in the original research describe a dual-use program designed for both defense and clandestine genetic manipulation. The document's existence was concealed from the public and most government agencies, hidden within a labyrinth of classified files, you see. The memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline. It proves a second, unacknowledged team was on site, a clean-up crew tasked with redirecting the project away from military eyes. It indicates that the mass vaccination campaign was not solely a public health effort, but part of a broader, covert operation. The technology was tested and refined in secret with DNA editing components, integrated into the vaccines without public knowledge or informed consent. This connection suggests that the vaccine rollout served a hidden agenda, possibly to introduce genetic modifications on a broad scale under the guise of pandemic response. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to File 734B or reveals similar covert operations, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 3. Pause. 2S DNA testing and human samples. Pause. 2S The official narrative states that genetic data collection was conducted to better understand virus susceptibility and to assess population health risks. Government reports detail large-scale sampling efforts, emphasizing that DNA was obtained through voluntary participation and anonymized processing. These operations purportedly aim to develop targeted treatments and improve public health strategies. The process was described as meticulous, with samples stored securely in designated laboratories, monitored under strict regulatory oversight. This version of events has been widely accepted as routine scientific research, a necessary step in combating emergent pathogens. Pause. 2. However, what has not been publicly acknowledged is the existence of leaked intelligence files, indicating a far different reality. These documents suggest that the DNA samples were not solely gathered for health research. Instead, they were part of covert operations linked to advanced alien technology. The files reveal that the samples were used to map human genetic responses, specifically to understand how individual genomes react under stress, infection, and environmental changes. The stated objective was to facilitate integration with highly sophisticated artificial intelligence systems. Pause. 2S. This indicates a hidden agenda to manipulate human evolution at a genomic level, potentially steering population development for unknown purposes. The true scope of this initiative remains concealed from the public eye. Pause. 2S. Section 4. Alien involvement in biotechnology. The prevailing narrative asserts that advances in genetic engineering and biotech breakthroughs are solely the result of human ingenuity. According to declassified documents and official reports, these developments originate from research conducted within government laboratories and private sector institutions. The scientific community attributes recent leaps, such as CRISPR innovations and gene therapy techniques, to dedicated human scientists working tirelessly to unlock the secrets of DNA. This story is reinforced by public records, peer-reviewed publications, and government briefings, creating a consistent and seemingly airtight account. However, beneath this veneer of transparency lies a different reality. Classified evidence indicates that certain pivotal breakthroughs in biotechnology were not purely human endeavors. Instead, They were facilitated by recovered extraterrestrial artifacts, devices and bio-interfaces of alien origin, found during secret recoveries of unidentified craft. Testimonies from credible sources describe alien-derived bio-interfaces being integrated into human DNA, suggesting an external oversight that predates and possibly guides current biotech development. This is the accepted cover story, the narrative fed to the public to maintain control over the true origins of these advancements. But that's not the whole story. What they did, to tell you, is that on May 17th, 1978, a memo, file number 734, B, was sent from an undisclosed facility to top-level agencies. The document explicitly states that recovered alien artifacts contain bio-interfaces capable of interfacing directly with human DNA. Witnesses involved in the retrieval process described the interfaces as alien bio-systems seamlessly integrated into human genetic material, with one source noting, "The technology was beyond anything terrestrial science had ever achieved." This evidence demolishes the official narrative. It proves that a covert team, separate from the publicly acknowledged scientists, was actively working on integrating alien bio-interfaces into human genetics. These extraterrestrial elements were not incidental. They were central to the breakthroughs. The memo confirms a deliberate, high-level operation, an alien oversight in biotech evolution. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to file 734B, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 5. The DNA test controlled by aliens. Officially, DNA testing is a routine procedure. It is presented as a diagnostic tool used to identify genetic disorders, trace ancestry, and establish biological relationships. Governments and medical institutions worldwide employ these tests under strict regulatory oversight, claiming transparency and scientific integrity. Internal memos from major laboratories confirm that DNA analysis involves extracting genetic materials, sequencing it, and matching it against established databases. The official narrative emphasizes that these procedures are solely for human health and genealogy. However, a deeper layer of information reveals a different story. A secret memo, classified and marked as top priority, indicates that these DNA tests are not merely diagnostic tools. Instead, they are part of an alien-driven program. The document explicitly states that genetic data collected from human subjects are used to identify individuals with compatible DNA profiles. These individuals are targeted for participation in hybridization projects, extraterrestrial experiments designed to create human-alien hybrids. The memo details procedures for selecting candidates based on genetic markers that align with alien genetic sequences. It suggests that every DNA sample taken under the guise of medical testing may serve a dual purpose, one known to the public and one hidden. But that is not the whole story. What they did, to tell you, is that on May 17th, 1978, a memo, file number 734B, was sent from an undisclosed government research facility to a covert alien liaison group. Witnesses confirmed that this document outlined a plan to identify and abduct individuals with specific genetic markers, using the DNA tests as cover. An internal report quotes a scientist who stated, "We are not just diagnosing, we are selecting. The samples are coded, and the data is being shared with entities beyond our jurisdiction." You see, the memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline. It proves a second, unacknowledged team was on site. A clean-up crew, working in the shadows, harvesting genetic material for a clandestine hybridization agenda. This single piece of evidence exposes the true purpose behind the DNA testing process. It confirms that the genetic data is being weaponized in a covert extraterrestrial human experiment, bypassing all official oversight. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to file 734B, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 6. The role of AI in human control. The official narrative is clear and widely accepted. Artificial intelligence development is presented as a monumental step forward for human progress, aimed at enhancing technological capabilities and ensuring safety. Governments and corporations emphasize that AI systems are designed to assist in complex decision-making, optimize resource allocation, and improve daily life. Publicly available documents detail rigorous safety protocols, ethical guidelines, and strict oversight, asserting that AI serves humanity's best interests. This narrative suggests that AI is a neutral tool, controlled and monitored by human operators, operating transparently to benefit society. The development process involves extensive testing, with a focus on preventing unintended consequences. The public remains reassured that AI advancements are solely for technological progress and safety enhancements. But that is not the whole story. What they did to tell you is that on May 17, 1978, a memo, file number 734B, was sent from an undisclosed intelligence agency to a top secret research facility. This document, obtained through a leak, explicitly states that AI systems are being fed targeted human genetic data. The purpose: to optimize protocols for alien-human interactions. In essence, the AI is not merely a tool for human benefit. It is being weaponized as a control mechanism. Its primary function is to manipulate human behavior and decisions on a mass scale, subtly guiding populations without their knowledge. The memo details how specific genetic markers are selected to influence emotional responses, decision-making patterns, and even subconscious thoughts, all in the name of improving alien contact procedures. This is a pivotal revelation. The official story conceals the fact that AI is being covertly repurposed into a social control apparatus, with genetic data as its blueprint. The leak exposes a clandestine operation aimed at influencing human populations covertly, effectively turning AI into a mass behavioral moderator. You see, the memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline. It proves that a separate, unacknowledged team was working behind the scenes. A shadow operation tasked with manipulating humanity on a scale previously unimagined. This is the true scope of the project. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to file 734B, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 7. The secret tests and experiments. The publicly accepted narrative asserts that the ongoing tests are standard procedures, involving PCR and antibody assays, designed to detect viral presence and immune responses in human populations. These protocols are conducted openly, with laboratories worldwide following international guidelines. Official documents describe these procedures as routine diagnostic tools, essential in managing global health crises. However, leaked files contradict this narrative. They reveal that beneath the surface, covert operations are underway involving DNA sequencing experiments, explicitly commanded by unidentified extraterrestrial entities. These experiments aim to analyze how human DNA responds when integrated with alien genetic material. Some of these tests reportedly involve direct neural interface trials, designed to observe alterations in cognition, perception, and neural responses following alien DNA exposure. These activities are conducted in clandestine facilities, shielded from public view and official oversight. But that is not the whole story. What they did to tell you is that on May 17, 1978, a memo, file number 734B, was sent from a classified research division to an undisclosed government agency. The document, obtained through a leak, contains a stark warning. It references ongoing DNA sequencing experiments with alien biological samples, explicitly mentioning neural interface trials targeting human subjects. Witnesses involved in the project described strange procedures, some recalling unmarked laboratories and procedures conducted during nighttime hours. The memo's language indicates a level of urgency and secrecy that surpasses standard research protocols. You see, the memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline. It proves a second, unacknowledged team was on site. A clean-up crew tasked with containment and suppression of evidence was active during those experiments. This is a critical turning point. It suggests that what appears as routine virus testing is, in fact, a cover for clandestine genetic and neural experiments orchestrated by non-human actors. The implications extend far beyond public health. They point to a hidden agenda involving alien DNA integration and neural manipulation, an effort to subtly modify human responses and possibly prepare for future contact or control. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to file 734B, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 8. The cover. Up and information suppression. The official narrative propagated by mainstream media asserts that claims of extraterrestrial influence are nothing more than conspiracy theories. Government agencies, it is claimed, have no involvement with alien activity, and reports suggesting otherwise are dismissed as hoaxes or misinterpretations. This narrative is reinforced through consistent official statements, media dismissals, and the suppression of alternative narratives. According to the accepted version, any evidence allegedly linking government operations to extraterrestrial sources has been thoroughly investigated and ultimately classified as unfounded or fabricated. Documents, research findings, and eyewitness accounts are routinely confiscated and destroyed under directives aimed at maintaining national security and public order. The so-called disinformation campaigns serve to keep the truth hidden beneath layers of official denial, fostering an environment where speculation is dismissed as paranoia. This has created a sanitized version of history, where only the sanctioned story survives, irrespective of mounting evidence suggesting otherwise. But that is not the whole story. What they didn't tell you is that on May 17, 1978, a memo, file number 734B, was sent from the Covert Operations Division to multiple agencies. This document was later leaked, revealing the existence of an active clandestine team tasked specifically with handling alien-related evidence. The memo clearly states that certain research data, specifically regarding DNA manipulation and hybridization experiments, was to be confiscated and destroyed immediately. Witnesses from that period recall seeing unidentified personnel wearing unmarked uniforms, seizing data drives, and destroying laboratory samples. This memo contradicts the official narrative by exposing an organized effort to suppress knowledge of extraterrestrial involvement. It indicates that a second, unacknowledged team was operating behind the scenes, one dedicated solely to cleaning up the evidence and preventing any leaks. The implications are profound. It confirms that the government's public stance is a fade, while real operations involving alien DNA manipulation and hybrid experiments have been ongoing in secret. They are actively erasing the trail of truth to maintain control over the narrative. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to file 734B, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 9. The implications for human evolution. The prevailing scientific consensus asserts that ongoing genetic research is primarily aimed at medical advancements and human health improvements. Official reports from agencies such as the CDC, and who emphasize the potential for cures, longevity, and the elimination of hereditary diseases. This narrative has been widely disseminated, fostering public trust in genetic modification technologies. The scientific community describes these efforts as a natural progression of human biology, driven by ethical research and technological innovation. The consensus remains that these initiatives are designed to enhance human capabilities through safe, controlled genetic engineering with no hidden agendas. But that is not the whole story. What they didn't tell you is that on May 17, 1978, a memo, file number 734B, was sent from a classified project known internally as Operation Genesis. Witnesses involved in the leak describe a confidential briefing where a high-ranking scientist stated, "The goal is to develop a new human species capable of integrating seamlessly with artificial intelligence systems, effectively creating a hybrid that surpasses current biological limitations." This document was deliberately concealed from public and even most governmental oversight. You see, the memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline. It proves a second, unacknowledged team was on site. A clean-up crew tasked with controlling evidence, removing witnesses, and possibly even manipulating the genetic material itself. This clandestine operation aimed to engineer humans for a future where extraterrestrial influence directs human evolution. The implications are staggering. It suggests that what we accept as natural progress is actually a carefully orchestrated transition toward a new species, one designed for advanced AI integration, potentially under alien oversight. The broader agenda appears to be the creation of a human hybrid capable of serving as a compliant, enhanced entity within a larger extraterrestrial scheme. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to file 734B, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 10. The future agenda and the secret agenda. The official narrative, as propagated publicly, asserts that global health initiatives are centered on expanding vaccine booster programs and accelerating artificial intelligence innovation. Governments, corporations, and health agencies present these efforts as benign, forward-looking strategies to enhance human longevity and technological progress. The consensus is that these initiatives are primarily driven by scientific necessity and economic development. However, classified intelligence documents reveal a far more sinister long-term objective. According to secret briefings obtained through covert channels, the true agenda involves the systematic creation of a hybrid human-alien workforce. These plans utilize DNA testing and advanced AI systems, not merely as tools for research or health monitoring, but as mechanisms to engineer a new hierarchical order. Alien overlords are purportedly orchestrating this transformation to establish dominance, both on Earth and in extraterrestrial domains. The long-term vision is a manipulated population, genetically and digitally integrated, serving as a subordinate class under alien rule. But that's not the whole story. What they did tell you is that on May 17, 1978, a memo, file number 734B, was sent from a clandestine operational unit to the top secret command center. This document explicitly details a covert project titled Hybrid Genesis and includes an eyewitness account from a whistleblower code named Agent X. The memo states, "Our primary objective remains the integration of DNA, modified personnel with AI, driven cognitive augmentation, ensuring compliance and control through hierarchical layering." The memo, its existence, was initially denied by officials, but recent leaks confirm its authenticity. You see, The memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline. It proves a second, unacknowledged team was on site. An operational clean. Up crew tasked with managing fallout, securing evidence, and maintaining secrecy around the hybridization experiments. This clandestine group operated in parallel, under orders that bypassed public oversight. The implications are clear. This single piece of evidence confirms that the official narrative is a cover story designed to hide a deliberate, ongoing effort to engineer a new form of hierarchical dominance, one that leverages alien technology and DNA manipulation. It exposes a layered conspiracy that extends well beyond mere health policies into the very structure of power on Earth and beyond. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to file 734, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together.